What's up guys, it's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. So today we are going back into the wilderness portal. We have some coins available, etc. And of course we do have a brand new hero, but I'm pretty sure without even looking that this summon is again not going to feature all of the featured or the previously featured heroes from the Faun's family. So I can see we've got a ninja in the portal. We do have Isidore, who was our most recently featured Faun. But if we just flick through the heroes here, yeah, it's the same old story. I mean, they're just not featuring the wilderness heroes in this summon portal. And that's a very interesting decision by SG. They have increased the odds for the portal, I believe. So we've got a legendary featured hero of 0.8, legendary of 1.7. So the odds are still pretty terrible for the featured heroes. That's kind of unfortunate as well. I really don't see the value in summoning in this portal because, I mean, aside from the fact that these heroes resist insanity, they're quite often featured in other portals like the Covenant summon, etc. But that being said, let's have a look at our newest hero in the game, and that's this dude, Bramble. So yeah, he looks like an interesting hero. He looks like a friendly type of hero. He's got a little bird on his finger and a bunny rabbit in his satchel. He's not bothered that they're eating up all of his veggies and stuff that he's picked. But yeah, again, I'm not a huge fan of the art. Unfortunately, these heroes are just, aside from the passive, they're kind of falling by the wayside a little bit, in my humble opinion. So he is a nature hero. He is of the druid class, so he gets a chance to summon a little companion or a minion with anywhere up to 25% health and 25% attack. So he gets a little minion. His family bonus, so for the woodland fawns, they get a bonus from a single hero upwards, 75% chance to resist mana reductions and mana status ailments, really strong passive, and then 50 to 100% more damage dealt against minions. So yeah, 50% more damage against minions is nice. It doesn't specify whether it's against mega minions, and usually when it doesn't specify, they don't deal extra damage against mega minions. So we'll go with that as it is for now. The passive, so the first one, resistance against defense reduction, so an innate resistance against status ailments, stacks, and also the wither effects that affect defense. So you cannot give this guy defense down, and you cannot give him wither, which is strong. I would say it's very strong because it means that they're just more survivable and much more difficult to deal with. If you know, going up against the Styx heroes that resist defense, it's always a problem to where you can't reduce their defense. And the passive, the second passive, is the resistance against insanity. So obviously super useful when the insanity wars come around, but also in other areas. And we've now got the insanity event as well, so they resist insanity. So that just means that you can field these heroes in quite a few more situations. That also applies obviously to the Untold Tales costumes, but these are the only two families in the game that at the moment that have that innate resistance against insanity as their passive. Stats wise, let's have a quick look. So he is more defensive, 1112 on attack, 1116 on defense, nearly 1200 and nearly 2200 on HP, for a total team power of 1150. So he is the strongest new released hero. Other than the glass costumes, I believe they've got a little bit on him still, but getting up there into being just about par with the glass costumes at the moment. So really good defensive stats. Plus, remember the fact that he can't have his defense put down or reduced or changed or withered makes him that much more survivable. So moving into the special skill for Mr. Bramble, it's called Sylvan Blessings, and he is running at average speed. So he's going to recover 50% health for all allies. All allies gain 20% mana after 3 turns, or immediately if the effect is removed before the duration ends. So if the effect is cleansed off or removed, then all allies are going to gain 20% mana immediately. If not, they're going to gain the 20% after 3 turns. I mean, this is kind of like X-Nolfod X-esque. Sorry, because he used to do like a 35% or 30% heal and then increase the mana of everybody by 20%. That's super strong. You do still get kind of the same thing with Nordica. Nordica is really good because obviously Nordica does the heal plus the boosted health and then the mana increase right away. I believe Nordica's mana increase, let me just double check here so I don't get this wrong. Yeah, 45%, and then increases the mana of the nearby allies by 33%. So would you rather have an increase that's immediate to the nearby, or would you rather have a team-wide increase that can take up to 3 turns to trigger? Now, if you are in the Equalizer War, obviously we're in the Equalizer War at the moment, then this effect is going to trigger as soon as the Equalizer triggers. I think that can be really, really strong. But for other cases, I'd say I'd probably rather have the mana increase to the nearby. Let's have a look at what else he's doing. So he does also safely cleanse status elements from all allies. That's strong. So we've got a healer and a cleanser and a mana increaser. And when I say mana increaser, he's not increasing the mana generation. He's literally gifting 20% mana to all of your allies when the effect is removed. It doesn't matter whether the effect is removed immediately or whether the effect is removed after the duration ends. So if you do dispel this guy's buff, you're automatically going to be giving the opposition team an extra 20% mana, and that is strong. So as far as healers go in the game, I'd put this guy right up there with some of the top healers. He is running at average speed. He does also get the Druid class, where he gets the extra 4% mana node on his talent tree. So that, you know, coupled together with everything else he's got going on, I think is going to make this guy a superb healer. I really like this guy. I think maybe he will take the title from Relius. I know Relius is really, really good in the nature element. Plus he's got that revive. So I don't know. I'd be hard pressed to pick between the two of them. But I would say that, like I just said before, I think in other formats, somebody like Nautica is probably going to win out in terms of you planning around his effect. It's going to be a bit more difficult to where you have to wait the additional 3 turns to be able to benefit from the mana, but still good, but just not quite as good. So yeah, I think this guy's a really decent all-round hero. So humongous congrats to anybody who does manage to pull this guy from the portal. I think he's an easy choice to level. He might not be in the same realm as somebody like, you know, I said Astrid or Nordica, but he's definitely very close. And the passives, sort of, yeah, they push him up into the realm of being right there or thereabouts. So we have another really, really solid healer in the game. Isidore, I remember being quite impressed with Isidore. So the negative defense against special skills, and then the damage as well to the target and 9 random enemies. This guy is a brute, but yeah, he is running at slow speed, so that's kind of a downer. And his passive is attack reduction, so you can't reduce his attack. I really do like those two that are featured. Satsui, I can't remember being that big of a fan of her, but I'm not going to go in depth into Satsui because, again, like, I don't understand why they're featuring the ninjas in this portal. Just chuck them out, feature them in the ninja tower, you know, feature them in a Covenant summon. You've got enough portals you can feature other heroes in, but leave this summon to the Wilderness heroes. And also, while we're on the subject, create a bloody event for this portal. Honestly, like, just something where people can earn these Wilderness coins. I mean, that would be really, really good. That's pretty much all I've got to say about this dude. So yeah, like I say, congrats if you do manage to pull him. I think he's an excellent healer. Please do let me know in the comments what you guys think about our newest hero, Bramble. Drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't subscribed already. Share it with your mother, and I will see you all again in the next video. Bye for now.